Hello and welcome to All Talks. I'm Suhail Chagla and today I'm joined by Ashwin Patni, Head of Wealth Management Solutions at Julius Baer. Ashwin, welcome to the show. And you're here at CafeAlt Conference 2025. And the one thing I want to ask you is how has attending this conference added value to your life as a wealth manager?
So I think it's a great platform where you have a lot of different people related to the ecosystem. They come together. There's exchange of ideas. You meet a lot of people. So it's a great place to really interact and get to know about what's going on.
All right, and you see, I wanted to ask you about the alternates industry and specifically about alternate segments. So there are a few different alternate segments such as venture capital, private equity, unlisted equity. Which amongst these do you see as the dominant force in the next 3 to 5 years?
I think definitely one area which is seeing a lot of allocation from family offices and large families is private credit. Because that is clearly a need for people for regular income and something that can provide them diversification from equity. So I would say private credit will remain a very large force. Private equity, yes, is going to be relevant. It's going to become more important, but I think it's suffering from a lot of the liquidity issues that we've seen over the years. So to me, private credit remains the large asset class.
And my next question is related to investors. Now we've seen a lot of growth in HNI investors and ultra HNI investors, and that can be attributed to many things. One of the major things is the startup culture in India that's been fostered over the last few decades. I wanted to ask you how difficult or what are the challenges you faced when explaining the risks and the returns of PMS and AIF to HNIs and ultra HNIs. And I want to ask, is there an age gap over here? Is it easier to explain to younger ones? Is it easier to explain to more traditional HNIs, old money?
Yeah. So I think it's the understanding is getting much better. I think the markets are really maturing. Especially I think the products that invest into equity as an asset class, it's something that last 15 to 20 years people have been experiencing how the various cycles work, they've experienced allocating to equities. So I feel that it's becoming easier with the more traditional long-only equity allocations where people are now much better equipped. Where it still remains a challenge is anything that is a non-traditional payoff structure, so long-short type of strategies or absolute return strategies are something. Equally, other absolute return which use derivatives or other kind of instruments are something that people still are not so comfortable getting their head around. I think the only way out is to educate people, talk about, explain how the strategies work, and I think it's also a natural evolution of the market. With time, people will get better at understanding.
All right. Well, thank you for answering our questions, Ashwin. And now we'll be moving on to our rapid fire question round. And what's important about this segment is you say the first thing that comes to your mind. So I'll be asking you a bunch of questions and you can answer in short the first couple of things that come to your mind. My first question is, could you name one book, a podcast, a movie, a person, even a painting, for example, that has shaped your thinking the most?
So finance is an area that if I want to call out, then one book that I've been very impressed in the recent years is The Psychology of Money.
Right.
That is something that really, the way they have brought out in a very simple way, the whole idea around how to think about money and investing, and it's really done in a fantastic way.
All right, that's great. My next question is, one financial habit that you feel that Indians should steal from Americans, or you can change things up and say one financial habit you think Americans should steal from Indians.
I think Americans are really good at enjoying their money. I think with Indians, we are probably a little conservative in the way we use our money. I think that's
Right.
probably true with the way our economy has evolved and the incomes have evolved. When it comes to Americans, I think the converse, we are much better savers than they are, so I think they can think about saving and being conservative with money. So I think that's a good trade-off there.
All right, and on to my next rapid fire question is, one overused financial jargon that you feel should be banned.
Risk adjusted.
All right, could you expand on that?
Nobody understands what that means. Nobody clearly explains what risk is. People want returns at the end of the day, but risk is important, but nobody understands what risk means. Does it mean loss of capital? Does it mean volatility? Does it mean ups and downs as a part of the journey? So, saying it without understanding it is a waste of time.
Okay, and my last rapid fire question is, could you name an unexpected place in life, an area, an experience where you've learned an important investment lesson?
I think, in many ways, our journey of life is all about investing. You grow, you learn things, you get mature, you get better at understanding your life, your relationships. Many of these things apply to your financial savings and investing habits also. You grow, you learn about investing, you start experimenting with a few things, you get comfortable, you get mature and get better understanding, and then you get more stable with how you do it. So I think it's a journey of life basically.
All right, then that's it for my questions. I'd like to thank you for joining us on All Talks. That's it for this time on All Talks, and be sure to join us next time for many more insights from the industry's veterans and leaders. Thank you, Ashwin, Patni, and we'll see you next time.